I wanted to address a question from someone, and thank you so much for your comments and questions. I absolutely love the engagement. The attack energies that are trying to come through. Sorry, I'm going to delete you. Not interested. If you have an opinion or you disagree, that's fantastic. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not for everybody. I didn't come here to be friends with everybody. No big change maker is going to be friends with, and neither are you. You're not going to be friends with everybody. In fact, it's going to be the opposite. You're not going to be liked because you're pushing up against people's belief systems. You're pushing up against their conditioning and their programming that they believe is quote, quote, real. All right. And when you do that and you try to crack through or change, people don't like to change. They want to believe what they want to believe, especially when they think that it comes from whatever source, or it's embedded within them, their psyche or whatever. So if you disagree, no problem. You don't have to listen to me, leave my channel. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Please do not post negative, nasty energy, because I can feel that energy. I'm going to send it right back to you, and I'm going to give you back what's yours. Okay? All right, because I'm not going to go on your channel and put nasty things on there, because I'm not here to disagree or argue or get into an ego battle with people. Okay? This is my perspective. This is my channel. I'm not getting paid to do this. I never intend to get paid to do this. I wasn't told to do this by source because I'm getting paid to do this. I was told to just get the information out. It's raw, it's uncut. Sometimes it doesn't even fucking make sense. Shit, a lot of this stuff sometimes doesn't even make sense to me. It's some of the energy that I deal with and go through, I can't even handle. Yesterday, I threw up because the energy that I had to go through and experience and understood disgusted me. It just disgusted me. When you start to get into the truth of people's mindsets or what they've done, imagine going into the mind of Jeffrey Dahmer. Just for a second, go into that mind, or a pedophile. Go into that mind to understand why they're doing what they do, why a predator does what they do. If you want to truly heal and fix things, you gotta understand the other side. Is that predator an enemy to me? Yeah, because it wants to attack me and kill me. And like Jeffrey Dahmer and all other serial killers who are in that mind state, they don't think. They have no emotions. They're sociopaths. They don't care. They'll do whatever it takes. If you've never dealt with an energy like that, let me tell you what, you don't compromise. You don't try to find an agreement between the two of you. You don't try to pour your love and your emotions into a sociopath. They don't feel any. They don't even know what that is. So, this is my channel, my perspective. If you don't like it, you can leave. I'm good with that. Really, I am. Because, again, I came here to create massive change, just like Jesus, just like Martin Luther King, just like many other big change makers. They were not liked. And they especially were not liked when they started going up against the system. That's when they lost their life. That part is not going to happen this time. Guaranteed. Because the game has changed. Now it's not just one Jesus. Now it's not just one Martin Luther King. Is a whole bunch of y'all out there that are awakened, that are ready to go, no more. No more corruption, no more lies, no more misinformation, no more negativity, no more bullying, no more raping, no more murdering. We're done. Yes. But guys, making massive changes like this, dealing with these types of energies, It ain't going to get any easier. In fact, the deeper I go into that energy, the harder it gets because the more it attacks. What do you do? And those of you that have been through this, what do you do when you are enslaved? When you are tracked? When you are hunted by a predator who wants nothing but to kill you, to destroy everything about you? What do? Keep running? Get away? Protect yourself? At what level? Physical? Emotional? Mental? Spiritual? Especially if you have an energy that's skilled in all dimensions and all realms, can tap into your dreams, into your memories. What do? Eventually, you have to fight back and say, no. No, I'm not going to put up with that. And if you violate my boundary, I'm going to whoop your ass. You think a bully stops bullying you because you go, oh, please don't bully me anymore. Please don't hurt me anymore. No, a bully's like, pussy. That's what happened to me. It wasn't until I fought back with these bullies that they were like, ugh. Sorry, it's true. I am here to speak the truth. If you want sugarcoating and everything's going to be great and love and kumbaya, then go to somebody else's channel. Because I guarantee that they are living in some type of low vibrational level that they themselves are trapped in. And hey, I'll be the first to admit it, I'm still working through shit. Some of it really sucks, by the way. I don't get hardly any freaking sleep, and I'm sure you guys don't either that are really working through these tough things, especially when you get into your freaking big subconscious mind. Ugh. But anyway, I wanted to talk about, sorry, I kind of go off on tangents here. I wanted to quickly talk about, I talked about detaching from everyone and everything, and that is how you get to enlightenment. It's true. People don't want to do it. They don't believe me. They call me fake. I've been through this process. God showed me it for a reason. Not everybody's going to get it. Not everybody's going to do it. It's just the way it is. Either you get it or you don't. I'll give you the information. If you reject it, then reject it and walk away. It's not for you. That's not your path. But I have to show you why you have to disconnect from everyone and everything. I did a video on the universe. This is the universe. It's very rudimentary, by the way, okay? I'm not an artist. God is the center, right and left hand of God, the two firstborn angels. Go look at this video. I'm not going to go through everything, but what I want to focus on is this perspective of God, which is the center point of the universe, because the universe is kind of like circular. Depends on what viewpoint you look at it. Okay, I'm looking at from a flat perspective, down and up. Okay, now how do you get back to God? All right, if you're probably not going to like what I have to say, but I'm telling you the truth. If you were created as a human, you reside here in the material realm. You as a human have a soul. This soul is massive. It's like the size of the planet with trees. And all the trees are the beings. Those beings consist of aliens and also humans. Okay? This is also your subconscious mind. Now, this is the soul level. It's you and a whole bunch of others. That's why you find others that are very much like you. Y'all are going through the same fucking things because y'all are healing this soul. This soul belongs to an angel. This angel created this soul and many others, by the way. At least each angel creates about 5 to 7 souls that are about the size of Earth. Massive. This is how massive the universe is. This is why Earth is very tiny, but loved. Okay? So, you are helping heal the soul, if you get into the subconscious mind, which is attached to an angel. The angel has 5 souls, let's say. Those 5 souls contain those trillions of aliens and humans. All that conditioning and programming is part of that angel. That angel, if you are a reincarnate angel in a human form, you are at this level, and this level. The further you go up and expand and expand and expand and get deeper into the belief systems in the mind, the harder it gets, because the more you're responsible for. Okay? This is why this journey is not a, hey, let's just sit down and kumbaya and just ascend and enlighten. Oh, no. This hurts because all this conditioning and programming here, all this conditioning and programming here, all this conditioning and programming here, and all the attachments that you have to this dimension, and all the attachments you have to this dimension, and all the attachments you have to this dimension, have to be removed so that you can go back up through your lineage, understand this perspective, God the Mother, no, God the Father, and boom, enlightenment. Okay? Boop. That's where you're part of the everything. Woo. And then you bring that energy back down to you. Hopefully you retain as much as you can. And then if you're skilled enough, you go up the other side of the ladder and you go through the mother perspective, which is descending, if you will. Reborn. And then you go through, if you can go all the way through the loop. This is why humans are super important. As beings, there are only about 3 different species in the universe that have the ability to handle light and dark. Most lineages are one or the other. But you also have soulmates. But you are your own soulmate as well, believe it or not. And a soulmate doesn't mean that it's a feminine or masculine. It can take on either identity. The identities and labels don't matter. It's the energy. The energy stays the same. This lineage energy is the same. This lineage energy is the same. This is why healing is so hard and it takes so long. And undoing all of that shit, the conditioning, the programming, the belief systems, you as a human, just healing you as a human and your belief systems, just your life. Let's say you live for 30 years. Okay, you healed your 30 years. Fantastic, great, you made it to the next level. Welcome to the video game. Boop! Next level in the video game, you're going to get thrown in the middle of your soul and you're going to look at the belief systems in that soul and you're going to help that soul undo all of its conditioning and programming. And while you're there, you're going to help all the other beings that are there too. Gets harder. Much harder. Because now you're in the astral realm. Now you're in the spirit realm. Now you're dealing with a bunch of really interesting energies who definitely don't want you to go up here. Don't want you to remember this. So they're going to come at you. Boop, 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 boop. They hide in the dark. They hide in the shadows. Because this is more of a shadow realm. But they want to keep you down here. But you have to unplug from that human form. That shell's got to stay here. It's just a shell. When you astral travel, you leave your body here. Your spirit comes out of your body. Your chakras pancake into a ball, an orb. And boop, out you go. If you can. Then you get into the astral realm. Okay? Then if you do get to this realm and you are able to do healing at that realm and you are able to ascend even higher and you go into the angel that created you, that soul. Then from there you get into an all another level. Welcome to the next level in the video game where now you get to undo and look at the belief systems of an angel who's been around for eons, who encompasses all of the belief systems of all of the souls of all of the material beings. Think about that. That's why there's a power difference. That's massive power. This angel heals something, downloads it into the soul, and then it downloads into the beings. And then, whoop. Oh yeah. That's why if you watch on, well, maybe this is just me, but if you download something and then you watch it like the next day on like a YouTube feed or whatever, the universe, and you're like, holy shit, I just did that. And I did a couple of videos just to prove that, because when I do work up here, I send it down. I'm like, they got the download. They got the download. They got the download. Yes. That's how we change the game. It's not the boots on the ground. I mean, it is the boots on the ground. Don't get me wrong. This is really super important, the work that's being done here. But this work being done here has to be done with this work down here, up here as well. They have to work together. Okay? So then you get up into the angel, but then you got the two firstborns, Ra or Rashael, and then Naminna. Two firstborn angels that were here back in the days of Egypt. They tried to fix the division, the separation. The universe didn't look this clear. It wasn't. It's not. It's still convoluted. It still has issues. It's still working itself out. But the yarn ball that it became because of the attachments, See, the problem was a trauma bond was created between these two, then these two, then these two. It created a ball of yarn. And it never got fixed. Which is why the system has been so, not broken, but polarized, division. Do you really think God would create a system where we hated each other, we wanted to kill each other, murder, rape? That's not how God is at all. And you see how God's way up here and material plane's way down here? This is how far away you are from God. And the other trouble is there's a lot of negativity out here, a lot of negativity that just kind of floats on the outside. And these are your wayward spirits. These are the devil energies. These are the energies that want to keep you stuck down here. Because there's more beings down here. And it's controllable. At least from their perspective. But whatever, they're not God. So anyway, I digress. So, and then you have the two twin flames, which is God the Mother and God the Father. Imagine getting into that mind. Shit. When you truly get, now let me tell you, when you get into these minds, if you get into these minds, I mean, that's some sick crap that I've had to look through. You'll look through it in your own family too, because your representation of your mother and your father is very similar to God the Mother, God the Father. And you, as you heal that with mother and father, as you detach from that old belief system. It's a belief systems. There's belief systems of programming, belief systems of programming, belief systems of programming. There's a root to all these belief systems. That's how you undo all this shit. Then, if you do get all the way up the ladder, up the chain, and get back into God through the father perspective, which is enlightenment, and then you go back, and then you go through the mother perspective, which is Satori, rebirth. Then you keep going, you keep doing this loop, blah, 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 every day, and then you get to the center point of God. And in the center point, it's absolutely clear, and there's a mirror. And God says, congratulations, child. Go back. Boop. Crap. All right, let's keep going. What are we going to do now? All right. I hope that helped for you out there that wanted to know, why do you have to detach from everyone and everything? Because they keep you trapped in this dimension. God is here, not here. You have to get back to God to bring that energy down and anchor it down into here. It's not a God comes down into you got to go get it. It's energy. You got to pull that energy in. So you have to be willing to detach from everyone and everything. Now, as you detach, you're in that bubble, you're in your bubble, and everything's getting ripped out of you or pulled out or let go, whatever term you want to give it. The hardest thing is family, kids, spouses. Just understand that, yeah, you're going through what people call an ego death, okay? It does feel like you're dying. It really hurts. But you come back. You will always come back. Well, unless you don't want to. Some people, like Wayne Dwyer, when he got there, he was like, oh, peace out. This is too... Why would I go back to Earth and the material plane, which was honestly shit compared to heaven? I saw Wayne. He was like, nah, I'm good. I said that when I got back there. I was like, this is fantastic. I don't feel anything. I don't hurt. Nobody's attacking me. I feel peaceful. I'm just, oh. Yeah, I didn't get to stay. But now do you understand why you do have to detach from everyone and everything? It's temporary. Set the intention. All right, God, I'm coming back. All right, whatever, I'm coming back. Bring me up. I release. I let go. I surrender. Release everything and everyone. And let go. I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions. I love you. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you long time. Have a great night.